All right, guys. Welcome back to WMAC Now with your host Chuck Stevenson, coming at you with a pair of fight announcements. First, both of them in the strawweight division. First up, the UFC announced Ashley Yoder versus Syuri Kondo. That's going to take place at UFC on ESPN Plus 11, June 22nd in Greenville, South Carolina. Yoder is 6-4. And Kondo is 6-2. Now Yoder is coming off of the first win of her UFC career. She was a contestant on Tough 23. Didn't get picked up by the UFC then. Got a win in Invicta. And then got picked up by the UFC. She suffered 3 straight losses. And then finally she picked up her first UFC win with a split decision over Amanda Bobby Cooper 4 months ago. Now Kondo, on the other hand, got picked up by the UFC about a year and a half ago. She picked up a split decision win over Chammy John, and now she is coming off the first 2 losses of her career. First, she suffered a liver kick KO to Poliana Batalio, and then she is coming off a unanimous decision loss to Xiaonan about 3 months ago. Let's see, looking at the stats here, Yoder is older by about a year, 31-30. Yoder appears to be 3 inches taller. According to Tapology, however, they both have the same reach. This is what you would call a do-or-die situation for both of them, because I can't see them keeping Yoder if she loses. I mean, granted, she's coming off a win, but she just hasn't been delivering in the UFC. So if she loses this, she's probably gone. Now, Kondo, on the other hand, is coming off of 2 straight losses, so she definitely needs the win. Otherwise, I don't see the UFC keeping her, and then she's back to most likely Pancrase, which I think is where she fought all of her fights before the UFC. Now, the second fight that was announced is something that should really excite striking fans. Felice Herrig versus Xiaonan, and this is going to happen at UFC 238. That's June 8th in Chicago, Illinois. Felice Little Bulldog Herrig is coming in at 14-8. She is coming off of back-to-back losses against Karolina Kowalkiewicz just under a year ago, and then she dropped another unanimous decision loss to Michelle Waterson about 5 months ago. 9, Yan Xiaonan, however, hasn't lost, I believe, since her first fight. She's coming in 10-1 with 3 straight wins in the UFC, all by unanimous decision. Those coming against Kylan Curran, Viviane Pereira, and Syuri Kondo, respectively. Looking at the stats of these fighters, Herrig is the older fighter, 34 years old, to Yan, who is just under 30 years right now. Yan looks to be 1 inch taller. However, according to Tapology, Felice has a 2-inch reach advantage. Now, both of these two come from mostly striking backgrounds. However, Felice Herrig is probably the more well-rounded fighter. We haven't gotten to see, I mean, I've followed a lot of Jan's career, haven't gotten to see much of her ground game in that time. Out of the 2 fights, I'm definitely most looking forward to this one. I believe this is also another one of these fights that could really shake up the rankings a bit. Felice Herrig is just outside the top 10, whereas Jan is not yet ranked even after 3 straight wins. So this one definitely has the potential to shake up the rankings if Jan gets a win. Also, it could be a do or die for Herrig, because this could be her 3rd straight loss if she loses. I'm not making predictions for any of these fights as of yet. So guys, let me know what you think about these fights in the comments down below. Remember, thumbs ups are always appreciated. And what are you waiting for? Subscribe to WMMAC Now, the best, fastest growing women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. Guys, we'll see you next time.